What's going on, everybody? I'm Grymgar on Valuable Gaming, and I have a brand new look and a fresh mindset about experimentation with this channel. And I got to thinking that a video of mine from a while back on diamond loans was doing so well, I wanted to go over some other thoughts I had about Minecraft economies. I'm talking specifically about vanilla server economy. Vanilla economies don't involve any mods. First of all, I have to say that as well received as the loan program was from my audience, it was not very successful on Stonecraft. I am currently working on a new iteration of the program, which I think people will understand better. And while I still love writing books in-game, I figured the loan instructions were too long-winded. They sounded like constitutional amendments. Instead, I have come up with some very general and some very specific ideas about how to potentially improve your Minecraft server economy with zero economy mods. I know a lot of people don't like those. So what I did is I took to writing a book, as I want to do sometimes. So I wrote this little thing that I just titled Vanilla Servers in Minecraft Tips, Tricks, and Ideas for Thriving Economies, Districts, and Players. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before you start, I think you have to realize that Minecraft is a game with limitless possibilities. You have to decide what kind of made-up block economy you want to have. There are many servers out there like Hermitcraft, which use a shopping district, and they use a currency system, and people have to buy blocks from each other if they don't want to go find them on their own. And so this is one way to do things, but there are other servers out there, some which take on a post-scarcity mindset. That is, this is a game where we can create farms and endlessly create the things that we need. Think about servers like SciCraft. They can create a lot of these items, and they probably don't really focus so much on the role-playing of economy aspect as other servers. And one I know called Livecraft, which describe themselves as post-scarcity, and it's purposely supposed to be sharing the blocks. But you have to make that decision for yourself. The kind of server economy that I'm going to talk about today will be the hermit-like economy. So first of all, you want to choose a non-renewable currency. Diamonds are best, but a lot of people think that going for diamonds is difficult, and I understand that. There are some methods you can find out there to find diamonds more quickly. In fact, some more recent methods. I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but there is a method to find them very easily in swamps by now. And I would also say that you would want to encourage occasional secondary currencies. Now, you could have emeralds as a currency in some of these stores, but you don't want to make that the primary currency since it's a duplicable thing. Tip 2, you might want to consider a diamond loan program or other ways to help new players. This is something that I have considered in the past, and this is one of the ways to draw people in. Tip number 3, you should sell plots of land for shops rather than give them freely, and set the expectation that all existing shops are subject to eminent domain. In the real world, eminent domain is a policy whereby the government can basically declare certain areas of town to be part of the government property to make way for something else, like an infrastructure project or something. This is no different on a server. I think that if somebody has gone unresponsive for up to 3 months at a time, it is perfectly within reason to say that that person's shop should come down in favor of new people on the server. Tip number 4, have a place in your Discord/your community chat to share farm ideas and to survey what items are in demand. What I mean by this is that you should always be looking out for what people actually want, and people should be able to know what kind of farms are missing or major items are missing, and you want to be able to provide these items as much as possible to people. So that's why I would recommend making sure that your community is engaged, telling you what they need out of the server. Tip number 5, set price controls or other anti-gouging measures. Basically what you want to do is make sure that you don't have endless bidding wars on items or have basically the entire server pushing down prices of items to 1 diamond all the time, because then for one thing, that person is going to be selling out of that item a lot and likely to get burned out on providing it. And 2, if other people try to offer that item, it's kind of hard for them to make any money if the only way to get on the ground floor is to be selling 1 diamond items. So it's important to maybe decide how you want to handle the way that prices are set. And I know this is all completely arbitrary, but it doesn't really require an economics degree to figure it out. You just have to figure it out for yourself. And we also mentioned within this tip that you might want to limit the number of items that one shop can sell. You might find that you have a big store that the person sets it up and then it doesn't really come back around. We've had that happen on Stonecraft. Tip number 6, do build battles to get people invested in community projects and reward them with diamonds from the shopping district that you've collected for charging for plots of land, as we said before. So that's, I think, really important. You want to make sure that you're charging for the plots of land. Diamonds you generate from charging for shop plots is going to go right back into these projects. Tip number 7, if you wanted to, you could try to set up community XP grinders so that as early as possible, people can preserve their equipment in the most easy ways. People will still, of course, rip, they will fall from the sky, they will have issues where they do not survive for very long, they will lose these items, but at least when you have an XP grinder in place, people with mending items more easily get back to work on their project. And finally, tip number 8, for these kind of servers, the hermit-like servers, have fun and remember it's just a block game. We're all making this up together. Now, there's some of these things won't apply to everyone, and I do understand that before diamonds are hard to get, but I think that every server should think over these things, and this didn't seem like a super well-covered area on YouTube. If you would like to watch any of my other content, I am creating Let's Plays, and I have other cool ideas that I want to try out with the Minecraft community that I have, and we will see where everything goes. Join us on the journey, and subscribe if you liked this video. Thank you.
I must shatter you, kid, like a porcelain cup. A volcano, and I'm about to erupt.
That's right.
Right now before you, tiny Columbus.
Oh,
Killed for that guy called Columbus.